to my kitchen. Today we're making some sweet potato cornbread. We've never had sweet potato cornbread. I'm really not a cornbread eater. I love rolls, but my dude number one loves cornbread. Okay, so we're gonna do this sweet potato cornbread today, and in my opinion there's nothing like making cornbread in a cast iron skillet. I'm going to add some butter to this recipe. You can't make cornbread without butter. That's just my opinion. So while I'm talking, I'm going to add 1 stick of butter. It's unsalted. 1 stick of butter. I'm going to add it to my skillet. My oven is already preheated to 400 degrees. And I'm going to put this in here because I want this skillet piping hot when I add the cornbread batter. Of course, I've thoroughly washed my hands. Y'all don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands because that's just nasty. I'm looking at my notes. I'll be using 1 cup, it's almost 1 cup of my roasted sweet potatoes. It was just like a medium to large size potato. I don't worry about getting the strings out for this recipe like I would for a sweet potato pie. Okay, I think, you know, cornbread kind of has some texture to it, if that makes sense. So I'm not worried about any strings. So 1 cup of roasted sweet potatoes. In this bowl here, I have 1 cup of cornmeal, and it's at the bottom. You probably can't tell, but there's 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, so that has given me 2 cups. And then to this I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and let's see, my baking powder is right here. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Then I have ½ teaspoon of salt. My salt is right here. Right? Yes, ½ teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. I love nutmeg, and I'd rather add the nutmeg than add the cinnamon. Okay, you can do either or if you prefer, or half of each. I'm just going to do the nutmeg by itself. I have 1 cup of buttermilk. 1 cup of buttermilk. Gotta have some buttermilk with some cornbread, right? 2 large eggs. I've already cracked them. 2 large eggs. And you guys, I was very skeptical about adding the vanilla, but I'm going to go on and add a little bit of vanilla. And did I say ½ a cup of sugar? ½ a cup of sugar. I don't think I did. ½ a cup of granulated sugar. Now, in times past, like, I will eat cornbread, it's just not my preference. So we like a little sweetness to our cornbread, okay? Just a little sweetness. I don't want it so sweet that it tastes like cake. We just need a little hint of sweetness. That's the reason I was a little skeptical about adding this baking vanilla, because I don't want it to taste like cake, but we gonna go with it, okay? Now, once I get it baked, I think that's everything. Once I get it baked, I'm going to add some, oh, I knew I took it out. I'm going to add some honey over the top of it and some more butter. Yes, this is very rich. This is a rich recipe. The butter is just, whew, yeah, you got to have it, okay? You got to have it. If you don't want that much butter, then maybe use half a stick. But listen, butter and cornbread, it just makes sense. Alright? So my butter, speaking of which, my whole stick of butter is pretty melted. Y'all see that? Y'all, this is going to be some good eating. Alright. Let's get everything mixed up. And then just like that, honey, it's going to be time to put this cornbread in the oven. Y'all, I've just been on this kick about sweet potatoes, and I wanted to try this before the holiday, before Thanksgiving, because I don't know, I may make some for Thanksgiving as well. Now you can see better my nutmeg and stuff that's already in my bowl, okay? So we're going to mix together first all of these dry ingredients. I'll go in and add my sugar. Get everything mixed up. And then you don't want to, be mindful not to overmix. Once I get everything in, don't want to overmix. I'll go on and add my sweet potatoes so I can get those mixed in good. Put my eggs in here so I can mix those just a little bit before I add them. Now, I love these easy, simple recipes. Quick and easy. We'll add our little, about a teaspoon of vanilla. Just a little bit. And then I want to break up these eggs. Okay, there's the eggs. And then last but not least, we're going to add our buttermilk. As usual, she's slinging stuff around. Just slinging stuff around. One cup of buttermilk going in. And you just want to mix this until you get everything moist, okay? Now this butter that I've melted in this cast iron skillet, I'm going to pour a little bit of this butter in here. I want to save some to remain in the bottom of my skillet. And I'm just kind of turning it around, making sure it gets up on the sides of this pan, okay? Remember, we're mixing just enough to get everything moist, and do not overmix. I'm making sure I'm going up under the bottom and scooping everything that's up under there and getting it mixed in too. Now some people like to add some orange color to make it look, you know, a little darker, look more orange, but I'm not concerned with that. I can see the sweet potato, so that's enough for me. Okay, I think we're mixed up good. Gonna add it to our skillet. Just like that. Easy peasy. Get it evened out as much as you can. And then I like to do regular cornbread. I like to get some of this, the butter from the sides, and put it on the top. Just like that. Because that butter is kind of oozing up on the sides. Okie dokie. Now we're going in the oven. 400 degrees. Let's see. Set my timer for about 25 minutes or so. I'll check it, but definitely let you know how long it baked once I take it out. Okay. We have been baking for 25 minutes. You just want to bake long enough to where when you insert your tester, it comes out dry. You do not want a dry, you don't want dry cornbread. So this is not dark enough, but it's done. So what I've just done was put the oven on broil, and I'm going to put it under the broil. I'm going to broil it. I'm going to put it under the broiler for just a little bit. Now if you do this, you have to keep your eyes on it, honey. Don't your cornbread gonna be black to it. It's gonna be black and burnt. So keep your eyes on it, okay? And I just want it golden brown on the top. But I didn't want to let it continue baking to get that golden brown, because it would have made the cornbread dry. Don't nobody want no dry cornbread. We about to choke off of it because it's so dry. Alright? But baby, you better keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. So I set me a timer. In the meantime, I have pulled out my butter. Now this is a Land O'Lakes honey butter. Plus I have some, you know, real Land O'Lakes butter. But y'all, what I do is when we go to Texas Roadhouse and they have that delicious cinnamon butter, when I bring some rolls home, honey, I take it and put it in here. I keep it. It's just a sizzling. I put it in here. So we gonna rub some of this on the top with some honey. Ooh. Yes, sir. Now, I'm telling you, if you don't want to do all that, you don't have to, okay? But this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. You don't have to do this. That's too much butter. That's This cornbread. All right, some good Southern cornbread. All right, y'all, just that quick, we are done. Do you see the difference? Can you hear the sizzle? Can you hear it? Look how pretty golden brown that is. Ooh. So now I need to add my butter and my honey to the top of this. Now we just sit here and wait on dude number one. And y'all, I don't think he's ever had sweet potato cornbread. So it's gonna be interesting to get his take on this. And rather than let it sit out, I think I'm going to sit it up in the microwave where it could just be until we get ready to taste it.
Hey y'all, I got the camera before she get in here. Let me find out.
You so silly. What am I looking for? You just be.
It's cornbread. Who eat cornbread?
Don't you like corn? You gonna eat your cornbread?
No, I ain't gonna eat no cornbread. I ate some doggone cornbread.
You're gonna have some other stuff to go with it.
What goes with it?
I just want you to taste it. Why are you looking in the oven? Because ain't nothing.
What's going with it?
I'll tell you in a little bit. Okay. Yeah.
Did you hide something of food?
Listen.
What?
You asking too many questions, sir.
I mean, man, you ain't.
You asking too many
The
questions.
stove
sir.
ain't even warm, so it can't be you don't cook something. I'm not just ready to eat a big piece of cornbread, Babs.
You are, babe. Well, you have to taste it. You don't have to eat the whole thing. You messing up my video. You messing up my video, husband.
Okay, man.
Okay, can you see what that cut it is? Oh, there it is. Look, ain't they cute? Ain't they cute, y'all?
Why would you just fix cornbread?
Baby. Oh, you got me throwing it around. You want the fancy fork?
No, you can just give me a plastic fork. No, I mean, I don't want the fancy fork, but I don't understand, man.
I will tell you in a minute. Would you just... Oh, you're messing up my video.
I got you. I don't know what this...
Just tell me what does it taste like? It's not your regular cornbread.
It's a fancy fork.
It's cause you eating fancy cornbread. Wait a minute, let me get my other. Cause it's still just a little bit warm. Yeah. Let's see this how it look on the inside, y'all. Babe, why you have to be making faces like that?
I don't understand why you just fix
Well,
cornbread.
you gonna understand it better by and by. Don't be making faces either. Does anything taste different about it? Come on this way just a little bit. They don't look like that.
I'm
Is it
tasting,
bad?
I'm tasting
You
something.
trying to figure out what you're tasting? Okay. You can see the inside better. And it has that crispy end on it, y'all. And if you don't want yours this brown, then just don't leave it in as long. We like ours more of the darker golden brown like this, okay? Is it good?
I don't taste this before. I don't taste this as something. This is something
it
like
good?
some I'm tasting some I don't know, citrusy, something like orangey, something I'm tasting.
There you go with the orange again. Is it good? Let me taste it, because you know I'm not a cornbread eater. What do I prefer to eat?
Rolls?
Rolls.
What is that?
Okay. Let me tell you what it is.
You touch my cornbread.
Just your cornbread.
I'm trying to get what this taste is, and I keep trying to...
Is it good? Can you tell us a difference than the regular cornbread?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
You want me to tell you what it is?
Almost tastes like
I do like it when you be trying to figure out what it is. But it doesn't taste like cake. Can you definitely tell it's cornbread? Okay, because I didn't want it to taste like cake. Oh, that's the reason too. I didn't want to add any brown sugar. I just didn't. I wanted to do just
well, what
the
is it? I'm confused.
It's sweet potato cornbread.
That's what I taste.
You don't like it?
Sweet potato cornbread. That's gonna be interesting.
I know
I'm gonna
it.
take some cornbread to work.
Then they're gonna be like, wait a minute, Rob, where the meat to go with this?
Sweet potato
But is it
cornbread.
good?
Yeah, it's good.
And it tastes like corn, like it doesn't taste like this is just cake.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You knew it was something
Well,
different.
I know it's something in the cornbread, but it tastes like cornbread.
And you see the little specks of the cornbread. I mean, of the sweet potato.
Can you put glaze on your cornbread?
I had cinnamon, honey, and butter on the top of it.
I can't see that.
But I mean, it's because it's soaked in. That's what I meant to do. That's one thing I meant to do. Ooh, baby, taste that back crust. Taste that back little crust, baby. I meant to poke some holes in it. That's what I forgot to do. Well. And I didn't. I wanted it to be the texture of cornbread.
It's texture.
It's the texture of cornbread.
Check.
I didn't want it, and I've seen, not knocking anybody, but I've seen some recipes where it looks gooey, you know, kind of gooey. I wanted it to be cornbread, but just a sweet potato cornbread. And when he saw it, that's the first thing he said, cornbread. So that's good. Even with that, I'm gonna tell you now, that back, with that crust. Did you taste the crust on the back? See if you can taste. Now tell me, in your opinion, you taste the sweetness, right? But it's not too sweet.
Right.
Like this just sweet potato cake. Okay.
Cornbread, definitely cornbread.
And I thought I wanted to try it just in case I wanted to do it too for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think this might be
something different.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a hit. I'm gonna tell you that now.
It's good.
You know, I didn't even eat this cornbread like that, but I was thinking about.
I was gonna say, you standing there looking like where the rest of the meal, but you eating that whole piece of cornbread. It's good.
But it's begging for me.
It's begging for you.
No,
is it dry? Like, does it taste dry?
It's begging for meat.
For meat? Well, I got you covered. We're gonna do something later on for you, meat.
So what are you gonna do with that?
Listen, wait, baby, don't worry, I have you covered.
I mean, where you
Y'all, he looking in the air fryer. Baby, I got you covered.
Okay, I believe you, babe. I believe you.
You believe me?
I believe you.
You stood there, ate a whole piece of cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread? I'm glad you like it, because I was wondering, because I've never had it and you've never had it, and I was like, it's gonna be interesting to see what my dude number one has to say, because y'all know, don't be getting on this camera embarrassing me, be like, babe, but you know what, the good thing about it, if that's how he felt, honey, he gonna say, nah, babe, don't do that no more. Just like with the creamy orange sweet potato pie, don't do that. Who said, you said somebody on your job said, don't do that no more.
He declared by the God that sits on his throne in heaven. He is a sweet potato pie aficionado. He knows sweet potato pie left, right, and sideways. He came to me and said, I have tried every sweet potato pie you can try. Don't you ever bring me nothing like that again.
I told you, that's why I kept saying, that ain't right. That ain't right. If you
but
not
no, his thing is that he said it was good. But it's just
not right.
I told you, for me,
you're not supposed to have orange juice and sweet
it's like wearing flip-flops and socks all the way up to your knees. It just not supposed to go together.
If you've not seen that video, it will definitely be linked at the end of this video. If I don't forget, I'm going to put it right here too. Don't click on it yet. Just wait until this one goes off. If you've not seen the creamy orange sweet potato pie, it is one of the sweet potato pies that's in my sweet potato pie series that I've been doing. So I think that creamy orange was number 3. We'll have another one coming probably next week. Definitely next week. So, but yeah.
And I want to say, if any of you was offended about wearing your socks up to your knees with some flip-flops on.
Did you hurt their feelings?
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing.
You apologize. All right, you guys. Well, that's good. And I might need to do that for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're going to do that for Thanksgiving. I think the kids going to.
I think my dad would enjoy that too.
I think that, yeah. Definitely.
Okay. All right, you guys. I told y'all I'm trying to get y'all right for Thanksgiving. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
By hitting the nose there.
Is that your Barry White voice?
Yes.
So silly. Y'all, that's that turning on that notification
Turn
bell.
it on. The notification bell.
You want to finish?
Just turning on that notification bell.
You don't know what to say next. That way you'll be notified whenever we're over here doing whatever it is we doing. He eating his cornbread or whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye. You're supposed to say
Bye. Bye. See you later.
see you later.
My hands are very big as I say bye.